Hey Cashman family, I'm making a quick video here to show the Cashman boys how to get into Bitsbox. I can't remember which son was playing with this a little bit, but I sent over a whole bunch of those cards that we used, and I'm going to give you a quick demo here on how to actually use the cards. So the first thing you got to do really to do anything with Bitsbox is you have to be signed into Google first. So I'm guessing that your kids have a DPS Gmail login of sorts. So the first thing you're going to do, of course, is sign in. So I'm going to sign in as my kid with his Dawson email. So you would sign in with your kid's email. Oops, students. So you would go to Gmail, sign in as your kid. And that's about it. Once you're signed in, you know you can go over to their mail, make sure they're signed in. Looking good. I'm going to open a new tab. I'm going to go to Bitsbox. And once I'm at the Bitsbox, it may say Kid Sign In the corner. If it does, click Kid Sign In. But normally, click Sign In with Google. And that should be about it. You may get a little pop-up window here, and you're going to click on your kid's name. And you're in. If you're in for the first time, you have to click through a couple screens. But basically, do any coding. You're going to click where it says New App right here. And then it's going to give you 4 numbers. And to get those 4 numbers, you're going to look at the top of the card that I sent you. So like this one says 4815. So I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to type 4815. And there is the code called Button Clicker. Now I'm going to go back, and I can see the code. I won't type all of it. The first line says Fill Tiles. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to type Fill Tiles. And I can go ahead and run that code, and I will see some fill. Now, if you type the next line of code and don't finish it, so the next line of code says button equals stamp. So if I type button equals stamp and I don't finish it and I run it, I'm going to get an error. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with it. It just means I haven't finished the code. If I type button equals stamp and run it, I'm back to there. So when you see those errors, it doesn't necessarily mean the code is wrong. It just means you haven't finished it. Sometimes it means the code is wrong. Like if it's this equal sign and I put in 2 dots, it's coding, it's not going to like that. So the syntax is really important. That's why I sent over these super basic cards. You might start off with like, I don't know, 8267 here. Also, if you look in the envelope I sent you, there's some really, really short codes that are like 2 lines of code. So basically, you look at the number here, you go to Bitsbox. If you want to come back, you click the house. You can click New App, and again, put in the number of the app that you're doing. I think there is a tutorial hiding somewhere in here, but I won't worry about that now. So that is how you play with Bitsbox. Again, sign in to Google, go over to Bitsbox, sign in, and then click in the number. If you click this wheel right here, you can change like your name and how old you are and do some other fun stuff here to customize your Bitsbox homepage. In the long run, if you have an app and you actually want to play it, you can click this little share button right here, email it to yourself, and then actually open it on your phone, and it will work as a legitimate working app. Like this one is Mars Needs Milk, and I think it shoots cows. Actually, it has not finished that yet. So then if you actually want to try playing the app, you click here. If you want to see a bunch of the fills and cards, you can click this card, and you can see all these fills. So here's a fill called Ariel. That's kind of fun. I come back and take where it says fill and put in Ariel. Then run that and get a different fill. Okay, so lots to play with here, but get started on those cards, and I'll check in a few weeks and see if you got going on them. Cheers.